There are two pieces to the development of the biodiesel energy segment. The first is the $1 per gallon tax incentive. Democratic senators from North Dakota, Minnesota, Indiana, Washington, and Illinois are hopeful it will be retroactively reinstated for 2013 and put in place for 2014 as part of the tax extenders package now under discussion in Congress. However, it may be important to note that the some 200 biodiesel plants around the nation produced nearly 1.8 billion gallons of the advanced biofuel last year without the aid of the incentive. Well, that's because the incentive expired, says Ann Steckel.
This is the third time it's expired in the last 5 years, so clearly federal policy has been very uncertain for our industry. But despite all of that, we did have a record year of production.
Steckel is vice president for federal affairs at the National Biodiesel Board. Again, 2013 was a record year for biodiesel production. However, it was only operated at about two-thirds capacity, which, and this is the second important point, is close to double the federal biomass-based diesel requirement under the original Renewable Fuel Standard, or RFS. So, biodiesel production in the United States last year was greater than required by the federal law mandating renewable fuels be used. That's the RFS implemented by U.S. EPA, and it did that without the aid of a tax incentive. Still, Democratic senators stood in support of both the tax incentive and an increase in the biomass-based diesel portion of the RFS. Well, Illinois' senior senator Dick Durbin says it's because the fuel is clean, homegrown, and creates jobs.
This industry creates real, good-paying jobs. 5 different biofuels processing facilities in my state and more than 5,000 people with associated employment. When there's uncertainty about the future of biofuels, there's uncertainty about these jobs. And I care about that like every other senator who's gathered here today. So first and foremost, let's take care of the tax credit part of this. Let's get the extender bill done, which includes this biofuel tax credit. And secondly, beyond the biofuel tax credit, let's make sure that we continue to plead our case with the EPA.
U.S. EPA will in June release the federal renewable fuels standard. It, as proposed, would set the bio-based diesel requirement at 1.28 billion gallons. The industry, the Biodiesel Board, and some senators would like that number to be closer to 1.8 billion gallons. They'd like to protect the industry, the jobs, and, they say, the environment. For University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason.